Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You're here on the home of the slightly above average ship review. I'm your host KPZ. Well, at the start of the most recent update, they put this ship back into the shop for green XP, and it is the Pan-European Tier 7 premium destroyer, the Loyang. Considered to be the best all-around premium destroyer Tier 7, maybe the best all-around destroyer period at Tier 7 because of what I call the ancient Chinese secret. Yes, it's a little tongue-in-cheek, but the Loyang has the special sauce. It's got a long duration smoke. It's got a wide duration, I guess you would say, or a wide ranging sonar. The best sonar in the game at the tier. And so that allows the Loyang to use the smoke sonar combo to take out other ships, primarily destroyers. You can see, just to make it fair for everybody, I waited a little bit before getting started. That was really because it took so long to load into this match that I was waiting, and so I decided to look at my phone for something and came back and realized the match had already started. Alright, this is one of these epicenter matches. It seems like we were just in one of these matches with the Ostergotland, so if you watch that match, you're going to see me do the exact same thing that I did in that match, in this match, and that's drive right to the center, right to this little island, and use it to camp out. And I know there's been some debate if I am doing the right thing by going perpendicular to the island as opposed to parallel to the island. And I'll just tell anyone who's wondering that I do not like to go parallel to the island because you can be encroached on either side of the island. So I like to be able to shoot torpedoes or guns to both sides as opposed to just the side away from where the enemy is going to be. Your mileage may vary. You can do your own tactics. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so we moved in here, and now that we've gotten the proper bearing, but look at this. A kid comes out. The top gunboat at Tier 6. We're going to hit that smoke sonar combo. We're going to light the kid up, and he's getting shot at by my teammates too. He throws up a smoke screen, and that's what that sonar is so good at defeating. The kid is virtually helpless, and I'm going to fritter him away. And my teammates are helping. I appreciate their help, but I didn't need it. He hasn't shot at me once. He can't shoot at me because he can't see me, and we burn him down. That's how what I call the ancient Chinese secret helps this destroyer become so powerful. All right, so now we're going to push all the way into the island. We're exhorting our teammates to shoot at these other ships. Take a quick look at the scoreboard. We're down an equal number of ships, but I knocked that kid out of there. So they only have one destroyer left, and I think we'll be able to take him out at some point, sooner or later. So as you can see, we are capping the inner circle and the medium circle we just capped, an assisted base cap on that. The outer circle, the hardest one, is still being contested. There is the other enemy destroyer at Kajiro. I will go deal with him momentarily. And I'm just trying to direct my teammates' fire on the ships that I think are dangerous here. As you can see, not every ship that comes up, I don't call them all out. Just the ones I want people to kill. Primarily because they're either cruisers who have detection capability or they're very wounded and they could be finished off. All right, so we got the interior base, we got the median level, and we got the outer one still being contested. I described it in another video, probably the Ostergotland video, as peeling an onion. So it has 3 different layers. The innermost layer is the hardest one to get, and so that's why I always make it a point to push in here and capture it right in the beginning. All right, we're going to send some torps out at these enemy ships. I don't really have any belief that I'm going to hit them with those torpedoes, but I did anyway. And here's enemy Jervis. You can see single, or a friendly Jervis. You can see he's single launching torpedoes from his smoke screen. His have a lot better chance of hitting than mine do, simply because I think my torpedoes, I think there's a hood. The hood may have seen them and turned to dodge them, and so the Jervis is probably going to have more torpedo hits than I will. All right, we got another ship here in the middle of the cap. Obviously, I'm calling him out, trying to get my teammates to shoot at him. Looks like maybe the Jervis shot some torpedoes that way. And we've got the Vanguard over here, I think. I would love to be able to tell you I see all the names of the ships, but I just don't. I mean, I see them, I just can't discern what they are saying. So, don't know what that ship is, but hopefully somebody kills it. We left the cap. And we are heading over here towards the Vanguard. Alright. Checking on these other enemy ships far in the distance. Not worth my time. And we're about to exit the cap. And, you know, the Vanguard's almost dead. So you can debate, is it worth it shooting at this ship right now? You could get splashed, you could get killed, or you could kill pinch him. Meanwhile, the enemy appears to be taking the caps, and that's fine. They've got a deficit to make up. We can afford to let them do that right now as a team. I am going to turn and start shooting at the Vanguard. All his guns are turned the other way, and he's pretty heavily damaged. And it only took a couple salvos for me to finish him off, much to the chagrin of the battleship that's been shooting at that thing for the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, so I think we're tied up now on the scoreboard in terms of ships that have been killed. I believe this is a Baltimore coming in. Obviously, as a cruiser, I want to eliminate that guy from the board so I don't have to worry about him. But I also think he was out of torpedo range. Oh, he is in torpedo range. So I think we're gonna turn and torped him here. But he's doing a lot of movement. And there's another ship over there, and whichever the really wounded ship is, that's the one I'm shooting my torpedoes at. And it's a Helena. And I don't think I'm gonna have a good chance of killing him because he was moving a lot. But on the other hand, he is very low health.
Problem solved, sir.
And he puts up his sonar, and I think he's going to avoid all my torpedoes. But he gets killed by somebody else's secondary guns. Alright, there is the Cadro. So before you saw me vanquish a gunboat with the smoke sonar combo, now you're going to see me go after a torp boat with the smoke sonar combo. That friendly Baltimore got taken out probably by flooding, and so this is us mano a mano with the Cadro here. And again, this is just going to show you the power of this combination and why, if you're a DD main or if you're looking for a tier 7 destroyer for rank battles or as a money earner now, because the introduction of tier 8 is imminent and they've changed the credit calculation for tier 7 ships. This is how you make that money with the smoke sonar combo, aka the ancient Chinese secret. Alright, so we've got this dead ship here. We're going to use it as a kind of a barricade. We smoke up, we sonar the Cadro. He fires one weak salvo, doesn't really do any damage, and we're just peppering him with shots. And that dead ship hulk blocks his torpedoes, so he can't shoot torpedoes at me. And I know if I can go back forward into my own smoke screen and be good. But, you know, he's done nothing to me. And he launches torpedoes weakly at the last second. Obviously, because I have sonar active, I saw them the moment they hit the water, and we're easily able to avoid them. So we took out a tier 6 kid, excellent gunboat, and we took out a Kadro, a Japanese torpedo boat, and now the hopes of our team rest solely upon us, the Loyang. Now keep in mind the Loyang is the USS Benson minus a turret, maybe plus some AA. I don't know exactly what the Chinese did to her. Gave her a different paint job. So it is the Benson, the tier 6 US destroyer, minus a gun, but up-tiered with sonar. And I'm telling you, it's a powerful upgrade. It really, really is. As you saw, we easily dispatched a kid, and we easily dispatched a Kadro, and we kill-pinched a Vanguard, and we still have most of our health left. Now we've got to face a cruiser in the Otago. And so initially I'm thinking I just need to get back into the cap circle, because they didn't do the job all the way there. And so once I've reversed the cap, they'll lose on points. And I'm kind of measuring up his movement here with my torpedoes. We'll launch one just to see if he doesn't do anything. And we'll keep heading in towards the cap. Now I have to admit, my strategy, I vacillated slightly in my decision making, because I was sitting here and I'm tracking his movement with my torpedo thing. And I see this little island and I think maybe the only way I'm going to be able to beat him is to ambush him around an island with armor piercing. And right here, when he starts to change direction, I'm like, yo, I am going to have to do that. And so for a minute, I thought I'll just hang out behind that island, load the armor piercing. He'll come around the corner. I'll light him up. Game over. But then I was like, no, that's dumb. Keep him, keep as much distance as you can. And so he kind of stopped maneuvering. So I'll just throw my last set of torpedoes out there. I'm just trying to get in to reset the cap and to get that center cap ring either stop counting for him and then eventually starting counting for us. And I'll shoot right as I'm going around the island. Do set him on fire. Able to crank out a couple salvos, but right here, the kiss! Game over. Alright, here we are on the victory screen. Just 41,602 total damage. Does that say one torpedo strike? The winning torpedo strike. 4 kills. And 1 solo base cap and 1 assisted base cap. 578,381 silver, 5428 ship XP and commander XP in the Loyang. There we are at the top of the board, 2783, 4 big kills. We had some good games. This Massachusetts also had a 4-kill game, and the Jervis had over 2,500 base XP with no kills. So, he was doing damage and capping people. He actually had a high caliber medal. A good game to the Baltimore on the enemy team as well, a 4-kill game. But we finished it off with the last kill of the Otago to win this game for our team. I strongly encourage you to consider the Loyang for GXP. It is a powerful and flexible destroyer, and it will make you money. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button.